Okay, and good day to you, Ben, and welcome to your next lesson in mathematics. And this time we're gonna take up about finding the percentage. Okay, now on the board, as you can see, we have here an example. Now, 30% of 40 is 12. Now I have put here dollars so that to give it monetary value. Okay, now so if we're gonna read this, 30% of $40 is $12. Okay. Now this example is important. Why? Because we can use this as basis for our next lesson, for our next three lessons. Okay, which is about percentage, base, and rate. Okay. Now, 12 here is the percentage. $40 here is the base, while 30% here is the rate. So we have three things to remember. Okay, the percentage, the base, and the rate. Now, uh, the rate here is 30%, while the base here is $40, and the percentage is $12. So, percentage, base, and the rate. Okay. Now, the percentage here is the number or the amount that represents a part of a whole, while the base here is the number that represents the whole or the entire amount, while rate here, which is 30%, is the number compared to 100. It usually has either a percent sign. Now we need to remember these three things because in our next lesson, uh, we need this to find each other. Okay, we need this to find either the rate or the base or the percentage. Now I'm gonna introduce to you now to the secants triangle. Now, secants triangle is the triangle that we need in order to find these three things. Okay, we have P, R, and B. Now P here stands for percentage, while R stands for rate, while B stands for the base. Now, how to use this? For example, we need to find the percentage. All we need to do is multiply the rate to the base, or rate times the base. Now, if we need to find the base, for example, all we need to do is divide the percentage to its rate, or divide the rate from its percentage. Or if you're looking for the rate, all we need to do is divide the base from the percentage, or divide the percentage to the base. That's how we use the secants triangle. Okay, it's called the secants triangle. Okay, it's a formula in finding the percentage, the rate, and the base. Okay, so percentage, rate times base. Base, percentage over rate, while rate is percentage over base. That's how we use that. Okay, so in our lesson for today, we're gonna find the percentage. Okay, so let's explain that using an example. For example, we have 75% of 80. Okay. Now, what is 75% of 80? So we are looking for the percentage. This is the rate, this is the base. Now in our Tech-Ans triangle, P there is rate times the base. Meaning to say, all we need to do is multiply the rate to the base. So this is what it's going to look like. 75% times 80. Okay. So we are now multiplying percent to a whole number. Now how do we do that? So by changing, let's change first percent into a decimal number. Okay. We have a lesson for that in changing percent into a decimal number. How? By moving the percent 2 steps to the left, drop the percent and change it into a decimal number. So let's move the percent here. 2 steps to the left, 1, 2. So this will be our decimal number, and drop the percent sign. So we have now 0.75. Okay. So we are now multiplying a decimal number by a whole number. So we have 0.75 times. Okay, so 80 times 0.75. Let's do that. Let's multiply just like whole numbers. So let's start. 5 times 0, 0. 5 times 8 is 40, 0 and 4. Now let's do the 7. 7 times 0 is 0. Well, 7 times 8 is 56. 6 and 5 here. Now let's add. We have 0, 0. 4 plus 6 is 10. 0, carry 1. 1 plus 5 is 6. Now where do we put the decimal point? It depends on how many digits after the decimal point our factor have, which is here 75. Decimal point, there's 2, 1, 2. So we have 2 digits after the decimal point from our factors. Now, so because we have 2 here, from here we're gonna move 2 steps to the left. So 1, 2, and our decimal point will be here. So we have, we're gonna erase this. We have 60. Okay, so our answer will be 60. What is 75% of 80? That's 60. Now 60 here is our percentage. 80 is our base, while 75% is our rate. Okay, so let's have some more examples. What is 50% of 360? Now we are looking for the percentage here because 50% is the rate while 360 is our base. Now to find for the percentage using the Tech-Ans triangle, P is equals to R times B, which is rate times the base. So all we need to do is multiply our rate here, which is 50%, times our base, which is 360. Okay, and to do that, we have to change first the percent into a decimal number. Okay, we need to change first this percent into a decimal number. How? By transferring the percent 2 steps to the, by moving the percent 2 steps to the left. 1, 2. We have our decimal point here, and drop the percent sign. So we have 0.15. And let's multiply that to our rate. Okay, small point here, multiply. So that will be our solution. Okay, so 360 times 0.15. Now let's do that. Let's multiply that just like whole numbers. Let's start from 5. 5 times 0, 0. 5 times 6, that's 30. 0 carry 3. Now 5 times 3 is 15. Plus 3, that's 18. 8 and 1. Okay. Now let's do the 1. 1 here. 1 times 0, 0. 1 times 6, 6. 1 times 3 is 3. And then let's add. Okay. Now we have 0, 0. 8 plus 6 is 14. 4 carry 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Plus 3 is 5. And where do we put our decimal point? It depends on how many digits after the decimal number or decimal point our factor have, which is 2. Okay, because 1, 2, we have 2 digits. So from here, we're gonna move our decimal point to the left 2 steps also. Okay, so 1, 2. We have our decimal point here, which is answer is 54. Okay, so meaning to say our answer here is 54. Okay, now 15% of 360 is 54. 54 is our percentage. 360 is our base, while percent is our rate. Okay, so let's have some more examples. So, finding the percentage. We have the rate, we have the base, we are looking for the percentage. Now, how do we do that? Simply by multiplying the rate to our base, which is P equals rate times the base. Okay, so let's do that. We have 85% here for our rate times 78 here for our base, so that we can get our percentage. No? But before that, we still need to change this percent into a decimal number. So from here, we have 2 steps to the left. From here, 1, 2, we have our decimal point here and drop the percent sign. So we have 0.85. Let's multiply that. 85 here and decimal point. Multiply. That will be our solution. Okay. So we are multiplying now decimal number. So 78 times 0.85. Now let's do that. Let's multiply just like whole numbers. 5 times 8 is 40. 0 carry 4. 5 times 7 is 35. Plus 4 is 39. 9 and 3 here. Now 8 times 8 is 64. 4 carry 6 here. Now 8 times 7 is 56. Plus 6, that's 62. So we have 2 here and 6. Okay. Now let's add. 0. 9 plus 4 is 13. 3 carry 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. And bring down 6. So we have, where do you put the decimal number? Or the decimal point? Okay, it depends on how many digits after the decimal point our factors have. Okay, so we have 2. 1, 2. So 2 here, So from here, 2 steps also. 1, 2. So it's between 6 and 3 for our decimal point. Okay. So meaning to say, our answer is 66.3. Okay. 66.3 or 66.30 still the same. Okay. That will be our answer. Let's have some more example. Let's have 45% of 64. What is 45% of 64? Okay. So the same process, because we are looking for the percentage, all we need to do is multiply the rate to the base. So we have 45% here for our rate times 64 here for our base to get our percentage. Okay? So before that, we must change first the percent into a decimal number so that we can multiply. So just 2 steps to the left. 1, 2, decimal point here. Drop the percent sign. So we can now multiply 45 here. Arrange them vertically. Decimal point here. Multiply. That will be our solution. Let's multiply just like whole numbers. Now, let's start from 5. 5 times 4 is 20. 0, carry 2 here. 5 times 6 is 30, plus 2, that's 32. 2 and 3. Let's do the 4. Now, 4 times 4 is 16. 6, carry 1. 4 times 6 is 24, plus 1, that's 25. 5 and 2 here. And let's add 0. 2 plus 6 is 8. 3 plus 5 is 8. And bring down 2. Now for our decimal point, depends on how many digits after the decimal point our factors have. And that's 2. 1, 2. We have 2. So from here, 2 steps also to the left. And our decimal point is between 8 and 8. So for our answer, that will be 28. 28.8 or 28.88 still the same. Okay, so 45% of 64 is 28.8 or 28.80. Let's have one last example for our lesson for today. %92 of 2,345. Okay. So we are looking for the percentage. Okay. So let's do that. To find the percentage, just multiply the rate to its base. And 92% here for our rate times 2,345 for our base. Okay. Then change this percent into a decimal number by moving the percent 2 steps to the left. 1, 2, and here will be our decimal point and drop the percent. So we have now a decimal number, and let's multiply that to our base. So 2,345 times 0.92. Okay. let's multiply just like whole numbers. Let's start. Start from 2. Now 2 times 5 is 10. 0 carry 1. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, so let's do the 9. Now 9 times 5 is 45. 5 carry 4 here. 9 times 4 is 36. 36 plus 4 is 40. 0 carry 4 here. 9 times 3 is 27. 27 plus 4 is 31. 1 carry 3. 9 times 2 is 18. 18 plus 3, that's 21. 1 and 2 here. Let's add. 0. 9 plus 5 is 14. 4 carry 1. 1 plus 6 is 7. 4 plus 1 is 5. Bring down 1 and 2. So where should we put our decimal point? 2 steps to the left because we have 2 digits. Put our decimal point here. So from here, 1, 2. That's between 7 and 4. So we have 2,107.4 hours. Okay. 2,157.4 or 0.40 is still the same. So 92% of 2,345 is 2,157.4. Okay, now so this is our percentage, while this is our base, and 92% here is our rate. Okay, so in finding the percentage using the secant triangle, percentage is just multiply the rate times the base so that we can get the percentage of that number. Okay, so that's it for now, Ben. And next lesson we're gonna look for the rate. Okay, given the base and the percentage. Okay, so thank you for your time. See you next lesson, Ben.